Hey everyone, Arthur Fantastic here. This is my new series, Lessons and Exploits, where we'll be talking about the picks, lessons, and exploits of the fighters in the pit that we were talking about in Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks previous. Any event that I'll be doing any picks for, I will try to do a dissection thereof. I do take usually Saturday off, so we'll see how this works out. Today we're doing a screen record. When I attend events, I'll try to do a little bit more on camera work as well as include some clips that my wife will get because I suck at recording when I'm at an event. I don't want to be behind a screen. I'm behind a screen all the fucking time. I'm there to see a fight. But my wife is so considerate and she takes the time to get clips for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, our mini vlogs that I guess you could say are little compilations that we've got so far are available on my IG, which will be in the description below, and my wife's on IG at Caramel the Sauce. Um, we will be talking today about KC44, Karate Combat 44, Mexico City, as well as IFC1, which took place on Friday, February 23. We got the main headliners here on the screen, Goito versus Shalmaya, Flores versus Assis, as well as for the Pit Submission Series, the headliner was Phil Rowe versus Craig Jones, and the IFC1, it was Ben Armstrong Bit Boy versus Moore Dreamer, which the IFC fights were a pleasant surprise. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. I ended up enjoying it, but we'll get there when we get there because um, we've got a lot to talk about. As you see here on the screen, if I can get my brush out, boom, this is a 5-hour event. So, guys, they're giving away 5 hours of amazing content for free. For free, guys. And this is where my opening statement begins. I'm going to talk about two videos that I will be teasing here and then move on to the subject matter at hand. But first off, guys, they're giving away 5 hours of free content with this event. And every event they are posting on YouTube for free. Take those links, share it out. Um, this is such an amazing promotion to be doing something like this, to be throwing something so big, to be doing something so awesome. And unfortunately, there's some people on the subreddit, the cesspool that we call Reddit, and the subreddit system of Karate Combat. Unfortunately, a lot of people are doing a lot of whining. Um, Needless to say, I'll be doing a video on that very soon. And Let's just say that minimum, these people are the least involved with Karate Combat in terms of the crypto, merchandise, even sharing a single link one time. And they have the loudest and largest opinions. And it's arbitrary and it's not karate and it's uh, something that we'll be talking about very soon on this channel. So if you want to hear about that and my absolute shitting on of the karate purists, cultists that are actually not karate at all and are fucking goblins, then you can look out for that one. As well as I will also be doing a video talking about how, as most original old martial arts and how where we trace all their roots from, there's a large portion of wrestling. If we look at karate today, it's a modern convention. We go back a little bit before that. It was jujutsu and jujitsu, which became a, you know, put together stylistically by different pioneers in martial arts in the modern era, whether it be judo or karate, which were two different roads. One mostly made famous by Fukunoshi, which we talked about a little bit in Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks, as well as Motobu, who whooped his ass, and uh, Dr. Kano of the Kodokan and Judo. These guys also were not just, soft spoken. These guys were doing their thing, and they and if they stepped on some toes, sometimes it didn't mean that they were going to stop what they're trying to do. So, um, we're going to talk about how karate in many ways is wrestling, and how I'm not the only person saying this. People are connecting this with kung fu, with Shujao, and how a lot of martial arts are missing the grappling portions, and it's like, oh, now you either wrestle or you strike, but really in real life, when you fight, it's not just striking and it's not just wrestling, it's everything. And if you're going to be prepared to defend yourself, we have to look at uh, not just like what we see today in MMA and like what happens in fights now because with the stylistic, but we can actually look at the forefathers of karate and their low hand holds. Why they holding their hands low is to stop takedowns, by the way. And their katas, we can talk about the bunkai of certain karate masters and how they see it. And just me as a person who wrestles, watching a person do a kata, I'm like, oh, did that person kind of do an arm drag? If you guys are interested in that one, we'll also be doing that very soon. And that's my opening statements for the teas, but now let me do the opening statements for Karate Combat 44. Guys, in Mexico City, Karate Combat, the event was held at what is a quote, condemned, end quote, prison. I thought it was fucking cool. They always do a great job of just making you feel like you're watching a 80s karate movie, which has like crazy villains and story. I remember this movie, I think it's with Michael Jai White, uh Undisputed, right? Which was like a underground network of fight, prison fighters and shit. And of course betting is involved. Um because that's what all professional sports have involved in, is a large generator of money. It's betting. And prize fighting is what this is prize fighting. This is not just a combat sport. People are getting paid to fight. There's a purse. um oh, just a quick note, guys. Somebody was in the, I forget who it was, in, I think it was Discord, or it might have been Reddit. Pretty sure it was Discord, the chat. We were talking about the Sin fight, or a Rin. uh, he absolutely modeled. When we get to that fight, we'll talk more about him. But they're like, oh, he's a 93, 98, whatever favorite to win, wherever the fuck I didn't see any purpose on voting. Guys, if you support Karate Combat, if you support specific fighters, if you support the promotion, it doesn't matter if you know crypto or anything like that. You can support the fighters. You can be a part of the system on who's going to keep fighting by putting and voting on the fighter that you want to win. Not only that, but also vote on him if you want to see him fight. If a fighter's not getting a lot of votes, it's because no one fucking cares about him. So show support, even if it's like the 88 free coins that you get for up only gaming on the app. People can grow that as much as you want. And these first 8,000 pennies, okay. The way that you can just up only game, there's no losing. These 88 coins are free, and you can build that, and you can put that on somebody that you like. And the fighters who are involved in those fights, and the portion of coins, or tokens rather, that are put on their fights, a percentage of that goes to them. So you're literally supporting the fighters by involving yourself in the up only gaming and getting tokens and putting those tokens in a vote for that fighter that you support. If you're not informed about that, now you are. So if you don't know, now you know. Karateka, you know very well. Okay, all right, guys. Sorry, my wife fucking shook her head. So you have Undisputed with Michael Jai White, with the underground network of of prisoner fighters that are forced to fight, and sometimes it goes over the top, like Sylvester Stallone when he has to arm wrestle for his son. I don't know, he didn't really arm wrestle for his son, but that's basically the story of the movie. And that's what it was like in the 80s. A little bit of cocaine, a little bit of that sounds like hilarious, but we could also make it a serious fucking action movie. Let's do it. Then you got movies like Death Warrant. Once a band, like, was that? I think that might be early 2000s, but it felt like an 80s movie where you got fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, you know what? I think that's 1990. I think that's 1990. Death Warrant, Jean-Claude Van Damme, undercover cop, goes into prison, whoops ass with the high kicking Brussels karate. Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's still looking good with them kicks. And there's that guy that kind of looks um like a like a like a generic brand Randy Couture, who's a villain in all those in movies and stuff. He's even been in movies with Randy Couture. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's always a stuntman. I'm not saying he's like whatever. You know, he's doing a great job, but yeah, he watch the movie. I won't tell you. You go watch Jean-Claude Van Damme. What am I talking about? You probably have already seen it. That all being said, I just think it's so cool what they're doing with always throwing it at an interesting place. I was at the mansion in Miami. I was over there in Las Vegas. They're always doing a cool job. They got the graphics in the background. It's always a spectacle, okay? Um, and just like Fukunoshi and Motobu knew that these public demonstration and fights and promoting these things in the newspaper, you know what I mean, that they not necessarily did, but you know, this was a coordinated effort by Japanese people to explode their fucking culture. Okay, like they knew the value of entertainment, and you know, people who are watching this are getting entertained. Most people who are watching this and watch this fights were entertained. Some criticisms: some of the sound was inconsistent, was clipping out a lot in the middle of the broadcast. I even know some of the people on the broadcast team, and you know, it's I don't know what was going on. Didn't really know, once again, if I've spoken about that in this video, is the lineup of the fights. For me, one of the matches that I really wanted to see, thinking back here, was Craig Jones. He, as I said, was the Pit Submission Series main card. Uh, and I wasn't sure where that was supposed to be. Before, at the mansion, they did all the grappling matches, kind of, if I recall correctly. I was all around that place. Because there had a lot of things going on. These events are so comprehensive. There's so much go. There's people giving away free things. There's so many cool people to meet, famous people. I'll talk about more of that when I do finally do my video on Vegas and the Miami events. I haven't done it because I was getting a box that I was going to open with all the stuff they were giving me for the giveaway, but it's getting some time away, and I thought I'll probably have to do that soon. And plus, the ramifications of those fights will affect the next couple of events and people's picks, so it's still relevant, and be on the lookout for those. But here, KC44, hey, what are we talking about? I'm enjoying it. The production, once again, was really cool, but this time it seemed like the team was really out of sync with one another. Um, when the Phil Rowe Craig Jones match came on, for instance, they didn't play the right promo. I could tell Mike was upset. And speaking of Mike, Uh, I think it's Big Mike, right? I didn't really like or wasn't really sure or settled on what I thought about him until uh he said and answered by really being involved in the chat by saying everybody's asking about the Craig Jones match. Uh Everybody wants to know it's going to happen at the beginning of the main card. So him by just saying that he won a fan right there by really being involved, but really sticking it to everyone from the chat. And so now I'm a really I appreciate him in the commentary booth. What else is there to say in general about the event? Um, I thought the performances were great. I know that some people that wasn't their cup of tea, but that's not. It's not about everybody it being their cup of tea. They're in Mexico. Show some fucking respect. If you were there, you wouldn't be fucking running your mouth. I think there were some people running their mouth about it, but I know for a fact that they wouldn't be saying that if they were there. They would shut the fuck up and enjoy it. And if you're watching an event for free and they decide to have their own music, I'm sorry, I'm just really going off on because I enjoy it. You know, I'm not listening to Mexican rap all the fucking time or mariachi bands, though I will listen to sometimes. What's that? What's his name? Cobra? What's that guy's name? I think the guy's name's Cobra. He's a good Mexican rapper. Besides that, there is entertainment value. Once again, these names from whether they're crypto guys and they have big followings, like contact, you know, Creator Clash bringing their what is this called? Their social influence together and kind of trying to throw in with us for a little bit instead of like saying, oh, why are they doing this, like see what they're doing. They're trying to help us, you know what I mean? um and they're supporting us, and it was all entertaining. It was all entertaining. uh Last note before I start actually starting the matches, because there's a lot to talk about there as well. uh Trying to be diplomatic here, the rules need to be applied correctly and evenly, and the refs should know them. Yes, I think that's the best way to put that. We'll discuss it when we actually get to those matches. I'm going to pause here for a moment, and then we'll get to the first one. So here's the performance. We're fast forwarding through it. No sound needed. You guys can go check it out at any time. Bottom right corner, right there, is the Karate Combat symbol. All right, here we go. See, it was only a couple minutes. Only 8 minutes in. It wasn't that entire time. So, like 2-3 songs. You know what I mean? It's a entertaining thing. We got Ricky Simone, who's 15th bantamweight in UFC, and Miyao, who is a fucking legend. This match is fast. Some people don't seem to be excited about it. Here's President Asim doing a good job selling the O2 trainer from Bas Rutten. Cool stuff. Fast forwarding here. We got Ricky Simone wearing a mariachi hat or a Mexican hat. I don't know if that's necessarily just for mariachis. Maybe not. Was this Arthur Fantastic's ignorant picks all of a sudden? All right, there we go. The match starts. It's a quick match here. Okay, here. Yeah, there we go. I'll probably just let this play, let you watch it. Meow pulls guard, trying to retain guard. Ricky Simone trying to be aggressive. Doing an ankle pin here. Try to restrict the movement of Miyao. Miyao inverts, tries to keep his guard in front of him, which is a legitimate strategy, especially if there was kicks involved. This is just grappling, so there is a level of I'm not going to strike you, so I'm going to try something else technical. Here we go. Yeah, inversion. Inversions are good. These guys are great at inverting, which is to go upside down when they attack them. This match. Here we go. How long has it been? 30 seconds. There's another 10, 40. Okay, he's trying to do a stack pass, which is underhooking both legs, lifting them up, and then trying to get past. Sometimes a person will flip over, or you can get past the legs and then get into side mount. Okay, he's lifting up. That the floor is stiff. It is. There's not a lot of give there. Um, he's taking backside 50-50. Oh no, he's switching over to the other side. He's got an out. Yeah, he's got a 50-50. Oh no, he's pushing down on the knee line. Okay, we're fighting. He's trying to attack the leg. He's using the wall to try to stay up, not lose balance, which standing you are at a more tactical advantage. Opponent who's attacking you or your legs, there's a level of you need to unbalance a person first before, and there it is. Inverted heel hook inside Kinkaku, I want to say. Yeah, it was like an inside for honey hole 410 position, whatever you want to call it. Miyao gets his hand raised. What is the lesson here? Well, the lesson is I know grappling, and these matches were really easy to pick, but they are a great way to put on the stage a grappling art, and I wish that people would stop being such closed-minded individuals when this is karate is just as much as a descendant of jiu-jitsu as Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a um uh descendant. It's in the same arena. And it being in the same place, and him being able to use this wall is an interesting tool to avoid the grappling exchanges on the ground and keep it standing. Wrestling, judo style, put a person down, you can knock a person out on the ground with that, such things. I mean, there's no slams, but I mean, to a degree, I think there was no slams. I forget what they were saying. I think there was some type of uh allowing of more roughness. Okay, cool. Opening is great. Production value is amazing. Every fucking fight had a packet. Okay, there we go. We're just fast and forward through these fights. I'm breaking down the grappling fights because they were so short, and people are like, I don't know, complaining about it, and they were pretty exciting. And if you care to like take 5 seconds to understand how um technical it is and interesting and useful it is, then you wouldn't be so judgmental of it. We're already on the Shannon Hudson fight. Shannon needs to get the fuck up. But ultimately, Shannon took this fight, and I'm very glad that he did. He deserved to win. This fight is amazing. Every fight that you will see in here, will be pretty freaking great. There is so much action. Not gonna be taking too much time here and um sitting on these. The fights were so good. It was so back and forth. They bloodied up each other. Here you go. Is this the finish? Is him going for the finish here? Keeping one knee off the ground. Good job. Got both knees on the ground now. So yep. And they started over. Yep. Get up. Get up. Get up. Mike Garda did a good job of following the rules, letting him go. Yeah, man. Look at him. Oh, and then right when he puts the knee down, look. See, that's good reffing. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Man, he's looking like Superfoot Wallace. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Good volume. Man, this younger guy's tired. Boom, 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 boom. They're in Mexico City, and the altitude. There was an ongoing joke about the altitude, and the altitude is getting to them. And, oh, that's it. That's it. All right, and Hudson takes it. Great job with the respect at the end with the bow there. Boom, boom. I don't know if I would bow on my knees to my opponent after I lost, but I will definitely show them respect. Um, Hudson takes it at 44. He's just an absolute fucking, look at him, specimen. Look, he's in great shape. He's in, and they're in fucking a mile and a half up, and the altitude's getting to them. Oh, there's Dean Thomas doing a great job. He does a great. He did a good interview. He did a good interview, despite that fight being absolute nuts. He did a good interview. Fasting forward here. The next fight, climb the ranks. Boom, boom, boom. Cleaning things up. Okay, who is this? Rodrigo Reyes. Yes, versus Mark Sanchez, the sniper. Okay, here we go. Into this fight. Boom. I think that these fights really show how necessary it is to set up your kicks with your hands. The first couple of calf kicks that you throw, sure, they might go unchecked or unmolested, but eventually people are going to catch on to that and you'll get punched in the fucking face. Also, if you don't catch on to another person's calf kicks, you're going to be in for a lot of pain and trouble, and you're not going to have a good time. Ooh, same time, a little clash there. They're getting up. Good sprawl. Oh man, they're grappling. That's wrestling. That's not pure karateka. That's not pure karate. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's skip ahead. Doing good management. Good management. Boom. The fight's back and forth. Ooh, slinging the. Oh, ooh. He must have gotten it. Let's see what happened there. Is he taking calf kicks? Is that what it is? Is this fight where is he taking calf kicks? Oh, ooh, that looks like that's a calf. That's a dead leg from calf kicks. Ooh, look at that. He hit him with and another one. Oh boy. Yikes. It's a catch weight fight, huh? That's interesting. Should have looked at that weight differential. Okay. Okay, let's see. We're going to is the altitude getting to them? Oh, the highlights are great. Fight like good. You can see there's a lot of action. I know that I'm fast forwarding, but this is no joke. These fighters are taking it serious. And the main card, none of the fighters were a slouch. None of them seemed like they didn't belong there. Everyone seemed like they could be in any other large fighting promotion and do well, if not already have. Opening up here in the next round. Ooh, he's just slapped. Oh, he's just fucking getting and digging in. He's just digging into that guy's calf. Those do not feel good, guys. Ooh, another one. That was an ongoing pattern I noticed in the night was the Mexican way of fighting, which is really gritty, forward pressure, and oh man, he was just spamming those calf kicks. Man, but he got caught twice right there. He's probably hurt right now, but he's trying to make it seem like he's not trying to take space. But look at that slow response. Ooh, rear. Oh, and one more for the one more. Oof. Boom. Man, that fight was nasty too. That was another good fight. Ends with a KO. He puts him down hard. Rodrigo Reyes. He was also my pick. Didn't put as much on him as I did with the other fights, but he did a good job of taking this home. So far, all my picks in this card have been absolute winners. Okay. Boom, boom. Rear hook. Ooh, and then one on the way down. Oh, man, this fight. Let's watch this one more time, guys. Oof. He's already done. Boom. It's reverse punch on the way down. All the mass going forward. Make sure he's done. Inken Hasatsu. He is done. One blow. Right there. And you know what? Basrun was literally saying people should throw that rear hook. And it was more of a, like, I don't know, a casting punch, like a looping punch than it was a straight one, in my opinion. And I noticed that people keep getting caught with that one. And I understand why. It's kind of a it's kind of a what's this called? Not misleading, but there's the word I'm looking for is people complain about the crypto ads, even though it's a large portion of the fucking promotion. Deceptive. That's the word. It's a deceptive punch because sometimes it doesn't seem like it's going to contact and connect rather. And Nikita Youngchut, the Destroyer versus Fabricio Escarega. This is another fight. So good. We're gonna see in this fight once again. Um, this is where you know what? This is where the fight begins to start getting upset for me. Getting fucked up for me. We've got Beltrain, I believe, is the ref, right? And he has a problem with, man, these fights are so good. I just stopped talking and watched the fights. That's my fucking fault, guys. Boom. All right, he's pressuring good. He's trying to get the ground and pound. He's got one leg up and he stopped the fight. I don't know why. I guess it kind of stalled out. There was kind of action still going. Um this fight, this guy really didn't like the takedowns or whatever for some reason, even though it definitely is allowed to take down a person and you're allowed to clinch. Um, and these first ones are all right, right? But as we go on, this as they get close to the edge and they get pressured. Fabrizio's doing a lot of pressure fighting. Um, Nikita is he gets the better of some of the grappling wrestling exchanges. You can tell he's getting tired because it's wrestling is tiring. It's way more tiring than being able to just bounce around and just punch a person. But that seemed to be where he was better, which was the wrestling. But Escarega was better at pressuring, and so a lot of times he would be clinching him and pressuring toward the wall, and Beltran, like right here, you should be. This is standing. You're allowed to fight. He's allowed to. He just broke framed and was about to strike. You know what I mean? Let them fight. Boom, right here, boom, and he can even pull back and kick him in the face while a person is standing against the wall. Breaking up those a little too quickly. They are allowed to do that a little bit. Now when he put his ass on the ground, he's a down opponent. Okay, I see that. But once again, his legs were on the ground. Let him fucking fight. Leg kicks. Nikita gets him with those calf kicks. I'm telling you guys, if anything that you're gonna take away from this video in the lessons category, um, those calf kicks are fucking devastating. And if you let your opponent spam them on you, you what happens in this fight? El Cachorro actually has a hard time with his opponent here, Nikita. It is a very close fight. You could say it could go either way, but he can fucking top stopping the fight. Oh my god. Eye poke here. Eye poke here. Here we go. Getting the fight, pushing him. As you see, Nikita was on the ground. They'd be grappling, and he'd pressure him here, like boom. He's gonna pressure him into the wall, which is allowed. You're still standing right here. You're standing. Let him fucking ground and pound him on the goddamn wall. Anyway, he does Beltran does this many times. It's very frustrating for me. But my pick is Cachorro, but he is getting his legs kicked out from under him, and he gets, oh my god, that's right here. He gets nut kicked and eye shot at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. Look how direct this is. Boom. That's it. Oh my gosh. In my opinion, with that, he's about to penalize him a point right here. Right here. Notice, guys, he takes 1 point. Not only did he take a point, Cachorro wins this round, in my opinion. He won the first round. I mean, or maybe it was the first 2 rounds, and then he took this point in this round. Who knows? In my opinion, it should not have gone to a third, or rather a sudden death round, which it does here. If that's, I think this is it right here. Wasn't it right here? No, that was the third round, and then we go do one more. Yeah, a lot of those that on KC-44, boys. 35 minutes long here. Boom, boom, boom. They were slinging it. But Cachorro is moving forward, and you got to give it to the person with the aggression. You went for a double leg under double leg. I think you should be able to go for double legs. Judo originally had double legs. Why is it not allowed to do double legs? Because of some arbitrary decision made by some arbitrary group for no fucking reason. Judo had double legs and single legs, and then the Olympics was going to take out judo because it's like Greco-Roman wrestling. Even though there's a fucking gi involved and it's almost fucking nothing like it other than it's fucking wrestling, except it's jacketed wrestling. It's fucking different. Anyway, a lot of cultures have jacketed wrestling. You got Chinese sujao, you got Mongolian wrestling, you got judo, and others all across the world. Jacketed wrestling, it's a thing. You even got like I forget, it's a type of elbow collar wrestling, and then you've got like that Norwegian style wrestling. I think it's a Danish, and it's got a type of like jacket slash. You got so much. But the Olympics says, oh well, it's basically Greco-Roman wrestling. They're like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take out double legs and single legs, even though they're fucking really, even though really fucking effective, and they actually set up other people to actually get hip toss. And obviously, if you're getting hip toss and they don't do it right, it'd be a good time to go for a single or double leg. No, don't touch the legs. We give that up. Are you happy now, Olympics? Jesus. And now karateka are like, oh well, because that martial art that also wears pajamas like us and has belts like us, Cachorro wins, of course. You know what I mean? Another bout. Arthur Fantastic's ignorant picks. Not so ignorant, are my. That fight was amazing. Every fight has been amazing. Please watch it yourself. We're just going through this. You know what I mean? I'm not even showing you the fight. I'm showing you. It almost seemed like every time I fast forward, it was to the part where they weren't fighting, where they were taking a break. My bad, guys. That's the main event. Here we go. Marroquin. Ewell. That's a good fight. Okay, let's see. All right. Before this fight starts, this guy is doing freestyle karate. I like that. Levy El Negro Marroquin. It's been 38 minutes almost, so I'm gonna stop clip this, finish the prelims and the main card on the next video, and then probably do a short video for the IFC because that was very quick. And that will be it. So I'm gonna clip it right here. We're an hour 22 into this. So about is that like almost halfway? One not halfway, one third in, basically. So hopefully the math works out there, right? Yeah. And we will see you in the next one. So stay up, stay locked and loaded, stay vigilant. Shalom, shalom, holler at your boy. Peace in.